Welcome to Playing for Second. I'm Josh, and today I'm going to be playing Scenario 2 of our Explore run of Mech Bunny. So hopefully you joined me last time and kind of learned how the game plays a little bit. I'm not going to be doing a full teach or going through all the rules again. I will tell you about some of the new things that have been added to our run as they come out. So I'm all set up here for our Explore 2 run. This is searching for fuel. So join me at the table and I'll show you how it plays. So as I said, this is our searching for fuel run, and there's a few changes from the first scenario. In between scenarios of a run, you get to keep all of your card upgrades currently in your deck, so you don't have to remove any of those. You also keep your XP die at the same level. Nothing has changed here. You do reset your spawn tracker back down to 0, or I'm sorry, back down to 1. And if you have any damage on your ship, you do get to remove that. So you kind of start a little fresh for your next scenario. I have got on my board here 3 box tokens, and these are representing fuel. I'm searching for some fuel to kind of move elsewhere on the planet. Now, they have supplied me with a new card. It's the whip card. You'll see that come out of the deck at some point. And I have replaced that whip card. I've replaced the sword card with that whip card. This is card number 3 if you're interested in what I'm taking out of my deck. Because remember, you always play with exactly 12 cards in your deck. So when you get new cards in, you have to swap cards out. We have added a new type of monster here. They are swoopers, and one did come out in my initial spawn here. The objective of this scenario is to collect all of these box tokens either in your deck or in your ship. We'll talk about how that works here as we get them out. And then once we get through the monster stack one time, when we reshuffle, this intel token, or this search token, is going to come out on the farthest spawn point away, the farthest location away. And I've just reminded myself with the cube up here that that's where that's going to be coming out later. So again, I have to get all 3 of these box tokens, the search token, get back to the ship, clear the ship of all monsters, and then I win the scenario. So it sounds like a little bit of a step up from last time. And you'll see the whip card come out, like I said. It's kind of neat. But I think we are ready to go here. So let's draw our first 4 cards and see what we can do. All right, no whip yet. So like I said, we'll see that in a minute. But I do have this guy who looks a little ornery over here. I think I want to try to get after him first. And then I would like to maybe get this guy off the board as well and kind of start fresh for our second round. All right. So I do have a range 3. And when I defeat a minion, I get a move. I have a range 2, couple range 2 cards. That's good too. Okay. 1, 2, 3. So these guys are 3 range away. So let's do this. Let's move. So I'm going to spend a token to move. And when I do so, that puts me in range 2 of this guy. So I will spend another energy to play this card. And this is going to let me do 1 damage at 2 range. So I will drop a damage over here. And this is a ranged monster. So I do have to use a ranged attack to get them. That does let me move 1 with this card as well. I don't even need to do that. I don't need to spend my first energy. So let's take a step back here for a second. Let's, instead of spending an energy to move, let's just spend an energy, do our move action first, which puts me in range 2. That's a much more efficient way to do that. And I can still do that 1 damage. So that card has been played and paid for. And again, I just saved an energy cost, basically. That was silly. We're now going to play this. So I'll spend an energy on this card. And that's going to let me do 2 damage from a range of 3. I'm within 2, so that's perfect. And that is going to do the last 2 damage to this guy, which gives me 3 XP. So that goes up to 4. He gets discarded from the board. And I do get to move 1 because I have killed a monster on this turn. So we'll do that. All right, this guy, he's not ranged, but I'm also not there. So, range 2, 1 damage. Too bad these guys weren't flipped. That would be more helpful. All right, let's just go ahead. Let's use it. So we'll spend an energy here. And we will do 1 damage to this guy, getting him off the board, pipping up to 5 here on our XP. And that is done. I did kill a monster, so I could move to one of these locations. I think I will go ahead and move here. And this box token gets picked up. Now, when the box tokens get picked up, what you do is you take one of these box cards and it goes into your discard pile. And it's going to stay in your hand. And then the next time that it comes out, as you shuffle through your deck again, you can either discard the card and put the box token at your current location, so dropping it off basically, or you can just keep it in your hand and carry it with you basically. So it sounds like maybe I could make a run back to the ship, leave the box, leave the fuel at the ship, and then go back out instead of having to clog my deck up with those cards. There's only 3 of them currently, so I might just try to keep them in my deck the entire time. We'll see how it plays out. So that was me. We now go to a monster phase, so we get to move these guys first, and this guy has a move 1, so he's going to come down here. Nobody else is going to do anything, so then we'll get to a spawn phase, and we'll bring out 3 new monsters, +1. Alright, spawn tracker's currently at 1, so we'll reveal our first location, and it's going to go, ooh, right here by the ship. Hey, that was not great. Okay, let's get our cards. We are ready to go. Alright, there is our plasma shield that we got in our last run, and that is helpful for defending. However, it's my only range 2 card, so that's going to probably be pretty helpful for me right now. Alright. Range 0. Can do 2 damage. So maybe I can get up here and do that to this guy at some point. So maybe I'll play this last. Let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can get all 4 of these guys off the board. We do have the firepower for it if we can time it right. Okay. He's ranged. They're not. So I have to use these cards at some point. Okay. Okay. This could be the 3rd card I play. All right. Let's see what we can do here. Oh, I could also draw a card if I wanted. I don't know if I want to burn through my deck that fast, though. So let's go ahead and... I've got to reset my energy. So let's reset our energy first. Then we've got this guy. Who... Yeah. All right. I'm going to use this card, so it's free to play. So I will do 1 damage to this monster. It will go away. And that will pit me up to 6. I killed a monster, so I get to move 1. Let's move into here. That card is played. Okay. Then I think we could play this guy here. This guy here. I'll need to move up here, and then I can play this and another energy to get rid of that guy. That might be a good plan. So, I think what we'll do, we'll play this card right here first. So we'll spend our energy, and I don't need to do an additional damage. I could draw a card. I don't think I want to. So I will do 1 damage to this monster here. And that is... Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I'm going to be able to level up and grab something from up here. There's this juicy 3 attack that I could use on one of these cool cards. Might make this card a little more worthwhile. All right, so this is going to go away. I don't want to draw a card. I don't need any extra damage. I did spend my energy on that already. So we did just kill that monster, so we're going to gain our experience. I would like to grab this +3, but where do I want to put it? Where do I want to put it? That's pretty sweet. I might do this one. I'm going to do this one, which makes that way powerful now, comparatively at least. All right, next one I'm going to play is here, and that's going to be free play. I have 2 range, and it's going to do 1 damage, and we'll do that over here. That guy's gone. That goes to 2. He was free to play. Done. Nope, I take that back. I'm going to move first. I will move up here first, and then I still have the 2 range, 1/2 range to do that 1 damage. So nothing changed. I just spent an extra energy to move before I actually executed that card. The last thing I'm going to do here then, before I forget, I'm going to pick up my box token. So I have another token in my deck. I'm then going to play this card. It is 0 range. It is 3 damage. I only need to do 2 damage. So we'll get rid of that guy. This goes up to 4. That was free to play, and I'm done with that card. So not bad. We got 4 enemies cleared that round, which was really good. We're going to have 3 more coming back in here, though. So let's go ahead and do a monster phase. They are going to attack. Nobody's to attack. They're going to move. This guy's going to move 1 closer to the ship, so he'll come down to my location. He is an entangled monster, so he's going to keep me there for now. So let's get our spawns. 1 at each spawn, and then 1 additional from our spawn track. And it's going here. All right. And again, just to remind you, it doesn't matter where the monsters go as long as they stay in their location. All right. Our hand. 1, 2, and we got to see that whip in here somewhere. There it is. All right. So the whip card is the new card they added. And this one has no attack in and of itself yet, but it does have 1 range, and it is free to play. The cool part about this is it lets me either use my whip Indiana Jones style and move a number of spaces equal to its range, or I can use my whip and pull a token within range to me. So that's kind of cool. So we'll see if that will be of use here. And those are separate instances. I can also still attack with the card. So I can either move or pull a token, but then I can also still use it to attack, and it doesn't have to be on the same location. I can attack a location and then pull from a different location, which is really cool. All right. Ooh, we got a big bopper in here. Might need to use that here. Or down here, because it's the chain, I can use it at multiple enemies. So if I can get into the middle here, I can actually kill 3 of these guys at once, which is neat. Yeah, that's a good one. All right, so let's find a way to move here. He's not going to do enough damage. I can't move until I get rid of this guy. So what we're going to do, what we're going to have to do, bummer. That entanglement's really messing with me. All right, we're going to spend 2, spend 3. I have 1 that I can move. I could also spend my whip to move. And I believe the whip, let me check. I believe the whip might let me, I wonder if it lets me get out of an entanglement. It does not say. So I will assume not. I'll have to look that up, but I don't think I can. All right. Okay. What are we gonna do? This is really sweet. I don't have the range for anything. I gotta get down to this purple tile. So I gotta kill this guy first. So if I did this and then this, I could get 2 damage and then do this again and shoot up here. Or that's what we'll do. All right, so we're going to play this card first. Whoops, forgot to reset these again. So we're going to spend 1 energy, and we're going to go ahead and do 1 damage up to this monster. And that comes off the board. I will pip up to 5. And because I killed a monster, I get to do it again. So I will go ahead and attack this guy, do 1 damage there. This card is done. I will then use this card. I will spend 1 energy. I am at 0 range. He doesn't need to be ranged, so that's good. I will do 1 damage to this guy, which defeats him. Gives me 2. So I am due an upgrade here at the end of this turn, but this also lets me move 2, so I will just move up to 2. So I will just move 1. And the designer did confirm on BGG that whenever it says move 2 or jump 2, it is up 2. Or move 2, it's up to 2. Jump 2, you're just jumping over basically 1 tile, so you have to take the full jump. Okay, we need an upgrade. I really, really wish that this had more range. I wish there was range available. And I don't see any currently on top here, or out here. This already has a chain on it. I can't put the chain on this. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to spend one of my XP to flush these 3 cards. We'll just go to the bottom here. I don't bring out 3 new cards. Okay, that didn't super help. Making this free isn't terrible. But I am about to do 3 points of damage. And let me clarify, let me make sure, because whenever you are due an upgrade, you can spend your XP to clear. So I might just keep clearing this until I can get to maybe something with more range. So let me see how that works again, just to make sure. Okay. So you can spend 1 XP immediately before an upgrade in order to remove the 3 upgrade cards and deal 3 new cards, any number of times, but spending an XP each time. If you flip the XP from 1 to 6, stop sweeping after that, and you do not upgrade. Okay, so basically I'm stuck now, but the next time that I am due an upgrade, I can spend it again and swipe it. So let's see how that goes. Right now, I'm in a great position to use this card. I am within 1 range of a bunch of different monsters. It's got the chain on it, so I can divvy this damage up however I want. I just need to do 3. It's doing 4. So I'll spend my energy, and that is going to go and do a bunch of damage. So 1, 2, 3 damage, and that is going to pip me up 3 times. So go to 1, go to 2, go to 3. All right, I am now due an upgrade. So this card's discarded. I'm going to spend 1 to sweep these. And let's see what we get. Any good range? No, but 3 damage certainly isn't terrible. And I can see this 4 range right here. I would really like to get to that. So I'm going to spend another one and see if that is coming up here soon. 1, 2, it was not. My eyes deceived me. All right, do I spend another one and get that out, or do I just be happy with what I got? I think I'm going to spend it 1 more time. So I have now spent down to my limit, and it will come out this time. All right. Now, unfortunately, I won't be able to actually get that onto this card this round, but hopefully at some point I can get to one of those ranged cards and make this whip really, really cool. Okay, what I will do with this whip, though, is I will use it, it's free to play, and then I will use it to move a token this many hexes, 1 hex towards me. So I'll take that token, that becomes my possession, another box token goes in my discard pile, and this card has been spent. So that is me. It is now time for a monster round. We were able to clear all of them thanks to that really cool card. We're going to spawn. So we've got 1 coming out. We are reshuffling, so this search token comes out. That was my reminder. And we'll get these monsters shuffled up. We need to spawn 2 more, and then 1 with a flip of a card. So definitely loving so far the progression of the cards. They're not necessarily super overpowered at this point. but they definitely feel more powerful than when we started. That card that just let me chain all that damage together, that's really fun. That's what I'm looking for in a game like this. A strong sense of progression. Yeah, the scenario is going to get a little bit harder as we go. This is still the easy run. Don't get me wrong. It's still the easy run. But just giving you those little dopamine hits as you're upgrading your cards and getting to use them in fun combinations. Whoops, that guy got flipped. All right, so a couple more spawns, and then we'll be ready for our next round. Spawn tracker is going to go up here in a second, but for right now it's just at 1. And we are coming out at this location. Okay. All right, so I need to reshuffle. The spawn tracker is going to go up when you reshuffle. And now my deck is a little heavier because I've got those 3 fuel cards. So really the big goal of this round here, and I could possibly even win this round depending on how the cards come out. I need to get up here, grab this search token, and then beeline it back to the ship. And then as long as the ship is clear, we win. So let's get our 4 cards out. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Whoa! A lot of damage. Not a lot of movement. Okay. Here's that cool card again. Can't use it very well right now, unfortunately. I only have 2 cards that let me move. So maybe I move. Or maybe I do some damage to move. I could do this, move a couple times. Interesting. Oh, this is just draw a card. There's no cost on that. That's cool. So far, I've only seen ones that, have some kind of prerequisite to get a card draw. All right. Let's move it. We've got a range 2 card. So I'm going to go ahead and spend an energy. Oh. No, let's save that. Let's do this. So we've got range 2, power 1, and we will go ahead and ping this guy here, which will give me an upgrade. And then it lets me also move 1. Okay. That guy's gone. Upgrade. What do I want to upgrade here? Again, I want to save this for that whip if I can. Drawing a card's not terrible. I think what I might do is upgrade this rocket launcher with some more damage, but still it's not a lot. Drawing a card might be important later. It can go... That's pretty cool. Draw a card and then chain things together, or you might like that better. Fun decisions. Let's go into here. All right. Okay. We are now ready. I need to go get that token. I don't want to wait around for my whip. I want to go get that token and then move. So what I think I'll do is play this card. So 1 energy. And no. Let's play this card for 1 energy. So 1 energy, play this card. We've got the range here. We will do 2 damage to this monster. Whoops, forgot to bring a card out. We'll do 2 damage to this monster, which takes me up to 3. They're gone. Then I can move 1 because I did defeat an enemy. I get this search token. Do I want to draw a card? I do want to draw a card. I was hoping it was my whip so that I could upgrade it. All right. That was that. Now I got to get back to this ship, but we're really far away at this point. So I'm not going to be able to make it back this round. I only have 2 energy left, and there's no move left on my cards. So I think I just need to make my way back here a little bit, maybe. I don't have range to really do anything about either of these monsters, so they're both going to be moving into this location. So what I might do is just get to that location to intercept them so they don't move any further. They're both only moving 1 though. So really a shame to lose this card. I'm just too far away to use it. All right, well, let's move 1, at least. And I'm going to use my final energy. I think it's the first time I've used one of those to take a heat to my discard pile to move again. Because I can't use any of these, unfortunately, to do any attacks. So those will unfortunately go to waste. Monster's turn. Nobody's actively engaged, so this monster's going to move 1. This monster's going to move 1. We are going to spawn 3 more. 1, 2, 3, and 2 randoms now. So one's going here, and one's going down here. Okay. So yeah, I basically just have to get back to the ship at this point. And I win. Whoa! Whoa! All right. Well, interesting. That's a shame because I can't do any damage in order to upgrade my whip. I got all 3 of my box token cards all the same time. That's crazy. All right. Yeah, I just need to move 2 times, and that's it. That's hilarious. All right, so I moved twice, 1, 2, and the rules, as far as I'm reading it right, collect 3 box tokens, either in your deck or on your ship, and 1 search token, then return to the ship and clear every monster there to win. So there are no monsters here. I've returned to the ship, and I have won the scenario in a very strange fashion here at the end. I was really, really, really hoping to be able to stay out here a little bit longer and defeat some enemies, and then get that whip card powered up with with my range over here, but that was not in the cards, literally. So, foiled by my box tokens, but we did win scenario 2. That one felt pretty easy. I think I had some really timely draws of some powerful cards that were able to really keep the monsters at bay. They really started ganging up on me here at the end. This spawn track really accelerates this game. It really accelerates how quickly you have to achieve your goal. Otherwise, they're going to start overrunning you, and you're going to have to either hope that these box cards don't all come out in the same turn, or run basically and try to mitigate some of your damage. So I'm really enjoying this game. This was what, searching for fuel. The next scenario here is called Forest Fire, and I have been reading a little bit in the BGG comments, some people having questions, so I'm going to definitely peruse through those rules and make sure that I understand how things work in that, because it sounds like people were having some questions. So I think that'll do it for now. Thanks for joining me, and hope you join us next time.